How's it going, guys? It's Nathan from Nathan's DIY Garage, and today we're going to be showing you how to open a stuck hood on a BMW e53 X5. Okay, so this is a real common question I get. Pretty much any BMW. What if the hood latch breaks? A lot of you guys get a hold of me, say I can't get in my car, the hood latch is broke. I'm going to show you how to fix that. So on this e53 X5, there's a couple different things. Your hood latch is broke. This one is not broke, by the way. I just said the hood popped at this point. Your hood's going to be stuck shut. You may or may not be able to lift it up a little bit to the second lock. You know, maybe it's totally stuck shut. We don't know. First of all, just like the other cars, if it's broken, keys that thing. If it's broken off the handle down here, that's not near as big as a problem than if it's broken other places. If it's broken down here and the handle's loose and floppy, you can just go ahead and pull this kick panel out. You might even be able to just take the one screw out up there and remove the handle, take a pair of pliers, and pull the cable. So that's one option. The other option is you're going to have to go ahead and pull the driver's side grille out. Now, like I said, this one's not broken. We're going to lift it up. We're going to show you what's going on with it. The grille up here, you can see how these little latches, and what you're going to have to do, you're going to have to get in under here. You're going to have to pull up on the bottom. Now a lot of these will be loose already. This one's perfectly tight. I don't want to pull it out. I don't want to mess it up. 50-50 shot when you pull these out if you're going to snap it off or not. So at this point, we're going to go and lift the hood up. Let's say you have the grille out. And this is the difference from a E53 compared to a E39. A E39 doesn't have this piece of plastic up here. So E39, you can pull the kidney grille out. You can reach up in here with the screwdriver, and you can pop the latch on the bottom. Okay, so what you're going to have to do, you're going to have to remove this piece of plastic so you get to the bottom of the latch. And it's just a thin rubber. It's pretty easy. So basically what's going to have to happen here, you're going to have to reach in. When you take the kidney grille out, you're going to have to reach in. You're going to take a razor knife. You're going to have to cut that piece of plastic to get it out of the way. So once you get that out of the way, then you get to the latch. Now this is only if the cable's broken off the latch. And here I happen to have an old latch. And you can see what's happened is the plastic's actually busted off of it. Okay, so this is going to sit in here just like this. So to give you a idea of what's running here, the cables go in these little holders up here. So this one goes out to the passenger side one right there, right? The driver's side one comes in here. So once you slice this off, you might just be able to get in there and rip it off. It has a little plastic snap there. You might be able to get in here with a pair of side cutters and pop that out and just rip the whole thing off. So basically once you get that off, you're going to take a screwdriver, you're going to stick it up in here, and you're going to want to actuate that, right? So it all depends on which cable's stuck, which way you want to actuate it. If it's broke off the driver's side like this one is, actually this one's broken off the passenger side. So the driver's side sits like this, and you just pull it to the driver's side to unlatch it. So that's how that's set up. Now if your passenger side one is stuck, you could also, and this one's already got it missing, so I think somebody's already done it, you could pop the little vent out. You can stick your fingers in there and just push it backwards. It might fall down there, it might not. You can stick your fingers in there and you could feel the cable, the short cable that runs from this latch to this latch. So if you reach in there and pull that, it'll release the passenger side latch if that's the one that's stuck. So other than that, there's one little trick you might want to look for, and I've been guilty of this myself. I had a little bit of problem with the latch getting stuck. I popped it open, assumed it was working, everything was still hooked up, nothing was broke. Went in there and closed it, it was stuck shut again. Well, dirty little trick BMW did, there's a junction box right here, and this little black box holds the cables. So when you pop it open, it just has little snaps. You just pop it open. It has a little, if I could do it here without a screwdriver or not. You pop it open, it has a little slug in this side, and it hooks to the other side over here. And if you open this up, you could actually remove the slug and remove only this cable to replace it. That goes down to the handle. Or you could remove this slug and just replace this short cable that goes from right there over to the latch. So it's like a 3-cable setup pretty much. The cable that goes from this box in there, this box over to this latch, and there's a cable that goes from this latch to this latch. And then of course they go up here. These are the locks for it, so those pop down in side of this, and that latches. You can see a little piece of wire. Now a lot of these, if they get rusty, you close the hood, it won't want to latch. It'll keep popping up. And what you got to do, you got to take a little screwdriver, and this little wire will be stuck in, so it won't catch the latch. This thing was like this when we first got it, and this one was the exact same way. You can see it's a little bit rusty. This thing was up north, so what I had to do is spray penetrating oil down in there, take a little screwdriver and hook that and pop it out, and then spray penetrating oil all behind it and everything else. You can use penetrating oil, or dry silicone spray works just as good. Dry silicone spray will last a little bit longer. That's how you keep these things in service. Now if you notice there's a rusty spot on this cable, if you notice you're having problems with it sticking, the best offense to this, or defense you might say, is to go through and service everything before it breaks, before it has a problem. And one other thing to service is the handle up here on these X5s. These handles are actually plastic, so you can see the trigger is actually plastic, it's not metal. And this one's pretty sticky. I need to spray it before I close it up. So before I close this, I'm gonna go ahead and spray it down with some dry silicone and get it all lubed up. We'll go ahead and hit these again, even though they're working good. We'll go ahead and spray those one more time and get that cleared up. That's all for today's video, guys. If you break your hood latch, don't worry, you're not totally screwed. It's not that hard to get it open as long as you know what to do. But that's all for today's video. I'll see you tomorrow.